Okay, we are here. The ducks were missing. I'll have to figure out what to do about the ducks. Um, as I'm currently playing Duck Game in a different archipelago, it does not exactly work. So we'll figure something out. But yep, short stream today. We are just gonna be doing some Terraria for now. We'll see how I feel. Last time I was kind of in a roll with it, so I was like, yeah, I want to play it again and make some good progress, but also I may this time be like, oh, I've done enough and move on, so who knows. We'll just kind of roll for a bit. But what I'm realizing is that I probably am well geared enough for a lot of content in pre-hard mode, so I probably should be looking at more bosses, and that's kind of the big goal today. The main goal, I think, to start is probably Skeletron, which we need an arena for, and that's about it. I also could look into getting molten armor. That would probably be a good idea. I'll take 45 bars. That's, I think, a fair, yeah, it's a fair upgrade. I'm gonna do that first, actually, because we got a demon conch, so it's very free. Oh, speaking of demons. Okay. Sec. This may be a lot of dying, because since I have a demon conch, I don't really care about dying anymore. I can just go in and get hit and leave. Be nice if I had an obsidian skin potion, but unfortunately I don't think I've gotten one dropped yet. If I got an obsidian skin potion, then this would be free, because I already have like everything else I could possibly want. I am equipping the wrong thing. Should also probably grab a lot of these pots, but if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna want to save the money and not die, so we'll see. Maybe I just grab pots until I get an obsidian skin potion. That might be a decent strat. Also, probably gonna be stuck with this weapon for a while. At least until I beat, what boss is it? Whatever boss that lets me get, the... I don't remember what it's called. It's like the weapon that becomes the scissors weapon at some point. That's usually my go-to for most of the game. Doing the easy strat for Hellstone right now. Okay, this is a lot, so I'm probably just gonna die for it. somehow. Dude, okay. One day I'll fix that. One day. One day we'll set up magic storage too. I've been kind of just lazy about doing that, which, I mean, it's not a huge deal, but, you know. Grab 4 more campfires. And then a bunch of Hellstone bars. I don't even think that's enough, is it? Where is it? It is. Barely. Okay. Ooh. Now we have more defense and the temporary immunity to lava, which is potentially good. Grab a ton of platforms, and by a ton I mean not that many, but we're just going to grab some platforms. And then also I want to use the better healing potions, because I think I have a decent amount at this point, and I'm just not. Here they are. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. That should be sufficient for now. Now, what side of the world is the dungeon on? It's probably... Let's see, snow's over here. Okay. Probably over there. This is a very large stretch of nothingness in the acid ocean, which is a mild issue. Might need to build a bridge on that at some point. Okay. Living wood trees. Curious. In a chest. Sure. 2 chests. Wow. Maybe we should have come over here sooner. Don't have the gnome achievement yet, so at some point that'll be on the docket, but I am not in any interest in trying to go for that specifically. Okay, here's the dungeon. With a free water flame candle, which is pretty nice. It is almost assuredly not going to be a fight that happens tonight. Unless I got really lucky. I really would want to put this here. Thank you. Okay. It really doesn't need to be that big, but since I have wings, I have a lot better mobility than normal, so I should be okay regardless. In theory, Skeletron should be pretty easy with this gear that I have at this point, because it's almost all post-Skeletron gear. Actually, I think everything I'm using is post-Skeletron, because it's all area light and Hellstone. The lights are so vibey, yes. You can also see, like, sometimes there's enemies in the background, like the eyes or whatnot. They'll just be, like, flying around, but they're not actually, like, attacking you. They're just out there. Sure. Some campfires. I should probably level the ground over here, but I don't really feel like it. So we're just gonna kind of roll into this fight. I could honestly just try it now. Probably should get rid of this water flame candle. It's not helping anything. Let's see if I get a key from these pots too. Nope. Rip. There's probably not enough time to do this fight, but is there any reason not to try it? Probably not. Sure. That's just the wrong thing. So true. Water is slightly annoying, but you know, we'll work around that. I haven't actually gotten hit yet, which is funny, but it's skeleton for you, I suppose. Bro is in an interesting state of getting very close to hitting me and it somehow not registering. I don't know. Well, that time I decided to fly into that for fun. Always appreciated. Okay, good. Okay, that was a good wombo combo there. Ran out of flight at a bad time. Okay, I'm throwing now. Sick. Okay, that was a good get hit by every attack throw. I do wonder if the Windblade would be better against him just because the sword's pretty low range right now, but I don't really remember using the Windblade much. Yeah, I used the Broken Biome Blade a lot. Pretty much the only swords I use, assuming they're at least close to on tier, are the Biome Blade upgrades and the Scissors sword upgrades. The Galaxy, the thing that upgrades to Galaxia eventually. Which I think they combine into each other at that point, but those are like the only weapons I use in all of Calamity. I could try this just to see if it's a little better for this fight though. Because generally range just kind of annihilates him if you have good enough movement. Also, I should be doing this even if I'm not using magic. Gold Plume Spear. What even is that? Dude, can I type? Doesn't want to let me type for some reason. It's the other area light weapon. Oh yeah, I think I have used this before. I know back in like my first Calamity playthrough, I basically crafted everything just to try it for a little bit to see. but I don't remember, like, a lot of times I'd have multiple weapons on my hotbar. I just get... No, I got strong. Okay, I got strong on both. Sick. No reason not to. I actually should probably fix my hotbar because I still have some junk on here. I should probably make a summon weapon at some point, but I got this thing. And this thing, yeah. Yeah, they do, but only very slightly. It would pretty reliably hit, I would imagine. I think I just tend to use the weapons with the most mechanics, because the Biome Blade is just such a cool idea. And then I love the, like, scissor snap of the other sword. So that's why I pretty much only ever play melee. Let's see here. Let me open up the tracker as well for this. And while we're waiting, see if there's any achievements that I need to go for. The Bloody Wormtooth, yes. That is quite good, I believe. One of the best, yeah. One of the best equipables. And then this, which is goated once you can make it. But Goblin Army moment. Right now I am in full movement mode. Since without being able to combine accessories, that is one place I'll probably be weak for quite a while. I should actually work on doing Desert Scourge, honestly. It's like this. Desert Medallion, that is what it's called. Okay. Antlion, Stormlion. Okay, let's work on that real fast, because that'll be free. Allegedly free. Am I going the right way? I'm literally not going the right way. Yeah, I just skipped Desert Scourge. It's intended to be the first boss in normal Calamity progression, I believe, but it's like... I don't know. There's just no benefit to fighting it, really. Not in Archipelago, anyway. I still need to do, what's it called? Acid Rain as well. Yeah, sometimes I play with like a boss list on. If I had had that, I probably would have done it in boss order, because then I actually remember. But I just completely forgot. Hello, I need you, I believe. I would say maybe if I'm lucky I can get a conch here, but no need for that this time. You are... I got the staff too. Sick. Is that the summon weapon? Yeah, it is. Cool. Really should, like, carry around permanent shine potions at this rate. Chisel I will gladly have now. Very happy to get that. So you see these things shooting spikes. I guess they don't in Calamity. Is that just like a, no, I guess they do shoot spikes. They just don't go as far. Huh, I just thought they went farther. Unless that's specifically a For the Worthy thing or something. Or a Gift Exploit thing or something. I just don't remember. Need some mandibles to drop, I believe. Do I even have a single one yet? Because I have these, but no, I got cool. Need to find more. They're not wanting to show themselves. Got another staff. Okay, sick. I forget which class it is that has the armor that's like really good from the desert. It's like kind of sad because then you have to explore the desert without anything, which sucks a lot sometimes. Most of the time, really. Good thing about using this weapon is my map is going to be very lit up. Okay. Okay, sick. Dune Rider boots. Yeah, that's definitely a weapon. Okay, this is regular sand blocks. Which we should have by now, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. I need to go to... This is enough, right? Yeah. Where did I put anything? Did my magic mirror auto stack? Ah, stupid. Oops. Oh, I don't have that much money, right? I have 3 gold. That is fine. Oh, I got a flying carpet. Sick. You know what? Quick wall of flesh attempt. This will definitely happen. Trust. Most effective weapons, yep. Does this pierce? Can't tell. Well, no, it doesn't. This is the problem. Let me through this building, please. Most prepared arena for Wall of Flesh. Yep. Nope. This will happen. Very, very valid attempt here. Yep. Nope. Should actually start getting buff potions too. That would probably be, pretty good in general. Yeah, I'm fighting Wall of Flesh for no reason. This is not a real attempt. I would like to die, but also, why just jump into lava to die? That's boring. You're doing so much damage to him. with these weapons that can hit him. Yep. That's a solid wall. Help. Die. And this is a good excuse to hollow out some of these buildings, you know. Alright, that was a whopping less than 1k damage. Good. Okay, now we can get my magic mirror back that I auto-stacked because I'm good. Wherever that went. Here's one. And then I want this, this, and this. The rest of that can go away. And now we can run over here. I forgot that there's still a graveyard here. That's funny. Yeah, barely even scratched him. Almost none of these weapons have piercing projectiles. Actually, Biome Blade might be piercing, but it's short range piercing. So that was not happening, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Making the Wall of Flesh Arena is probably going to be the most boring stream of all time, because it's probably going to take multiple hours. Multiple hours of placing a straight platform in the underworld, while tunneling through houses, destroying houses. So fun. It's just so fun every time. I would like you to be out of here, please. Thank you. I wonder, is this going to do more against him? No, the projectiles don't linger. Rip. Okay, jumping above me. Sick. There's blood going. Yeah, Fargo's is an interesting case where it has some mechanics that I really like having, like some of the platform builders, and then it has some mechanics that are absurdly busted, and you can't turn them off, so you just have to limit yourself to what you use, which kind of sucks. It is why I don't use it. If there was I think there might be a decent platform building mod, but there's not like one that's as good, I think, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, I do not know what I don't like off the top of my head. I've only looked at it like once when I was initially deciding at it. I am not aware by memory of the features it adds. I really should stop, like, staring at not my screen while I'm fighting this. That would help a little. Family music is always goated. Okay, buddy. Bro, spit in the complete wrong direction for fun. One thing that does suck about this weapon is that it's purely projectile damage, at least in this form, which means you can't really get good melee strikes when you're using your meters, which reduces your damage a lot. I'd probably be better off switching weapons whenever I pop green meter. Yeah, that was a pretty long fight. I don't remember if he got changed, because obviously, like, piercing weapons are really good against worms in general, but Calamity also has done measures to nerf that to some extent, and I think the newest update does so even more, so I'm not entirely sure. Some of the stuff will be useful for later, I think, but none of it's helpful right now. I really didn't have a single sand in any of my chests. That's funny. Just threw a glow stick for no reason. Awesome. So I pretty much use exclusively Alchemist and PC Lite, which already has, like, I think by default there's already, every single boss spawn item is infinite reuse. So that's not really a big concern. Same with event summoning items. Alchemist NPC also adds the selling of like important blocks or selling of boss bags for bosses that you've beaten, stuff like that. So a lot of those features already exist. Although they are broken in Archipelago, so you have to limit yourself. Like if I were to get the boss bag NPC right now, they would sell boss bags of any check I'd been sent, which is not exactly what you want. Also, Aquatic Scourge is apparently in Logic, and that is not happening. I need to find the Shimmer, which I'm not really great at finding the Shimmer, because I haven't played on this much. But I would assume that the Shimmer can only spawn on the ocean side and not the abyss side. I assume. Otherwise, that would be kind of screwed. I mean, I'm sure there's space for it on the abyss side. It would just have to spawn really far to the center of the world, as opposed. I know there's like some strat where you go like a certain, like, I probably should just dig down anywhere in this grass area, and it's always on the jungle side. Okay, this is the jungle side. So, maybe that's always synced up in Calamity, I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't played a single playthrough of a world post-Shimmer update. Dude, get out of my way. I don't care about you, fairy log. I care about digging down with the right thing. Actually, I don't even know if the drill's faster at this point. There's probably a better drill I can make. But I'm pretty sure this is straight up faster. Especially if I got the chisel. Probably should have the chisel on my hotbar. Yeah, okay, buddy. Just fall right on my head. I don't know what depth I want to start searching at. There's a chest down here. Sick. You're just the certified Calamity searcher, or the certified Shimmer searcher. That's funny. Yeah, I recently did a little mini-game challenge thing with Jeff and a few others, where we did Terraria lockout bingo with just finding up random items in the world. and I had to be the person that found the shimmer to get the shimmer related items mid-challenge, and that was my first time ever finding it, so it was very awkward. You got teleported to it too. That's kind of insane. I actually don't know if I have teleportation potions. I should check and use them if I do, just for the fun of it. I think it does need... Does it need to be underground or cavern? I don't know. So now this is getting it back under the ocean. I keep going down from here. There's so much water. It's kind of annoying. You just suck at lockout bingo challenges. Yeah, we did not win, although I think the odds were stacked against us. I hadn't played Terraria in a while. It was fun though. It would be fun to keep doing, so I could get back into the flow of some of the random things, because I realize there's a lot of random knowledge that I don't remember anymore. Yeah, we probably could stream it. No reason not to have some non-Archipelago content at some time. Always down for some challenge run type content as well. I did do one playthrough of Terraria. I never did get to finish it. Where me and a friend spun a wheel for various like things. One of the ones mine landed on was you had to play upside down for the entire playthrough. So I gave myself like the globe that flips your screen upside down and rebound the W key for it. So I had to stay in that state for the entire playthrough. Makes for a very interesting run. Pog. Guess I'll take it. Really have any plan for this other than I'm just going down here and then occasionally going right and maybe occasionally going left. And just kind of mapping things out like you would in any other hunt for something in Terraria. Probably should use this to light up caves more too. Where am I right now? I am really far to the edge of the world, and it's not going to be that close to the edge, probably. I say probably, but I'm pretty sure this game can generate stupid stuff. Probably can be pretty low, so I probably should just keep going down, but... I don't really want to deal with that water. Photo slime. Yeah, a bit more to the left might be the play. Actually, wait a second. It can probably... Honestly, it's probably just under this grassy part somewhere. I don't know if this is true or not, but the one time I did find it while I was searching for it, it was very, like, isolated from other sources of water. Because I guess it generates in, like, a big block around it. I don't know if that's always the case, though. So, those things over there. Yeah. I think most of the time it'll end up generating under a small forest. This might be too deep if I'm running into one of these biomes, but I don't know. Since worlds, generally speaking, always generate with a small forest right before the ocean, so it's more likely than not to be under that. I feel like it's too deep if I'm running into this. I may just go back to the surface and then go back down and like make a shaft here or something as well, so I kind of have a area quarantined off. Actually, I should not drown. What I should do... this is kind of funny, but I can probably start building an anti-corruption shaft for this part of the world specifically if I wanted to in pre-hard mode. I could get screwed by the V, but like, if I go ahead and build that now, then technically it would not be a waste of time. That's a trap chest. That didn't kill me. I still don't have that achievement. And now my armor's too good to get it. And I'm not really paying attention. Can you force that achievement on yourself if you die to a trap chest that you've set up yourself with like your own wire and stuff? Yeah, this is feeling a little deep. Oh, well, this is actually good to know exists, though. And there's a railway here, so I might as well check that out. And there's a chest here. And there's multiple light crystals here. Sick. Another mirror. What are these? I don't really care. Anything right here? See this boulder. This boulder is not a trap chest, though. I assume that this pickaxe cannot mysteriously mine hardware doors. Okay, let's clear up my inventory and dig a different tunnel. Start using this too, probably. Yep, good chest organization right now. Mmm, so tasty. Need to do Queen Bee too, but I'll probably get rolled by Queen Bee because... yeah. Unfortunately, I'm a wee bit bad at that fight. So, die within 10 seconds. Does that mean I could just place one underwater as I'm drowning and open it and die? Really? Of all times? These are 5 each, yeah. I'll probably craft one Calamity, but I don't care. Okay, that'll be helpful later, maybe. At least I have all 3 of the teleportation things already. The fact that I have Mirror, both Conches, and the Cosmolite this early is so nice for quality of life. Yeah, the large tunnels that's left and right would be... if it's in the middle here, this should help, in theory. I'm just gonna try and light up all the natural caves that come off of any shafts that I dig. I know there's like an actual way to find it, or to very roughly estimate it based on like info in your world, but I'm not gonna mess with that. I still forgot to grab the chisel, you know. It's fine. I guess I can save it for when I'm excavating the entirety of the underworld. At some point I should do a magic run of Calamity, just because I've never done it. And given how cool so many of the Calamity weapons are, I'm sure some of the magical ones are really neat. I see that. I'm gonna hit it anyway. Yep. 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 Ooh, water walking boots? Nope. Great. So I don't have those. Missing water walking boots and ice skates, although ice skates are just because I've literally never been in the underground snow biome, so there's no chance. But ice skates, water walking boots I've had a few chances at and missed out on. At this rate, I might just see them as a reward from Archipelago before I do in-game. Bit of a rip, but also that's kind of expected. Curious. A lot of boulders around here. Where is it going to be? What the heck is all this down here? Oh, that's the orichalcum. I don't think it'd be any farther to the left than this. Maybe it's just like here? I guess I can just keep digging down and just connect to the other tunnel. Just to make sure, and then maybe go back up the moss and go to the right of the moss. If I ever see acid rain pop up, oh, well, here we are. Good thing I kept going down before I gave up. Yeah, there is this tunnel right here. I just never went down it. Oops. Okay. Nope, don't you freaking slime. Well, here we are. There are 2 life crystals in this cave. What in the world? This would have been the best place to come early on. My goodness, I've gotten how many extras? I think I'll use them for crafting recipes later. I'll have to remember what in the world the crafting recipes are for some of the other life upgrades. Also, I guess the vanilla ones now? Okay, finally got... Oh yeah, I forgot that was another one that I needed to grind out at some point, so... convenient timing, I suppose. That was a spider. Is there a spider biome around here? I still need that achievement too. Probably not. I think they can just naturally spawn in those, but... Okay, goodbye. What even is the achievement? Is it just to shimmer anything? Is it called shimmer an item into another item? Yeah, okay. Sure, I have some lead. There we go. Sick. Scraps. Alright, this is on my map. Is that the only shimmer achievement? The only one called shimmer? No. Okay. Sick. Yeah, that wasn't too bad, all things considered. Just elevatoring down to it. Shimmer a life crystal and a fruit. Are those the crafting recipes that give you, like, the permanent upgrades? Like any fruit? Does it actually have this in this mod? Is this mod gonna account for shimmer at all? Curious. Where's the life crystal? Here it is. I don't think it does. Interesting. Guess I should grab a list of any okay. Just in case I need that in the future. Regen boost and mining speed boost. Cool. Interesting that that mod has not been updated to account for shimmer recipes. It's a little surprising. But, ah well. Apple moment. Well, now I can fall straight down into it, which is nice. I fell down into the wrong tunnel. Because it's not this one, it's the next one. But I guess that's okay, because they're basically connected at this point. This one's just a lot more screwed up of a tunnel. I'm not using slime mounts because, yeah, I forgot. Okay. No, don't do it. Good. Sick. Good. I'm getting trolled. Go far enough in, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that was quite stuck. That was interesting. Neat. Okay. It's that. What else would be good? I guess technically I should do Crabulon at some point, because that's also free, but I have to find that. Should probably do Deerclops. This is old Deerclops, so it might be kind of annoying. I do want to try the Dead Man's Chest thing just to see how that works. I'm very curious. I should have one, right? Pretty sure I have one. If not, I guess I know where to get one now. Yeah, here's one. Very curious. If that description on the wiki is to be taken literally, can I do it this way? Also, is there a chest down here? This can be a double operation, because there probably is a chest down here. Oh, hello. Yeah, there it is. Go away, shark. There is, and it has a trident. Awesome. I need these jellyfish to... here. They're kind of messing this up. Heh, it does work. That's fun. Well, that's good knowledge to have, because that achievement is a little annoying. Also, I got a shark fin out of that, which might be important later. Sure. There's some fishing ones that I should get, potentially, but, how many do I need for this? That's that one. I could probably get that if I wanted to. I could do the nurse one. The nurse one would be a good one to go for real fast. This is probably not the fastest way in the world to get it, but... how much does this cost? Oh! Okay. Never mind. This will be very quick to get. He's just so unhappy that it's insane cost. Also claimed he probably makes this more expensive or something. Well, okay. You know, I thought I'd have to do this like 10 times or something, but no, actually. I just need to heal myself for like 1 heart. This is, 1 gold, yeah. Okay, let's not spend 13 gold, though. It's like actually 1 gold per heart. It's kind of crazy. Dude, this is... wow, how much gold am I going to have to spend? My goodness. Yeah. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but it's a check, I suppose. I should take this all out and put it in my picnic. Hit me. Dude, this is nothing. You do no damage. And I don't even know if I can get to the nurse fast enough before I'm healed. Okay. Well, that's a great waste of money. I need to get more falling stars while it's night to max out my mana. It's not seeming like a great night for them. Surely. Still waiting on acid rain to happen too. That has not happened in a little while, which is a little odd. think there is a summon item for it, but it was happening like every day for a while there. Guess we're mapping out the entire world and getting jungle flowers for moonglow potions. Yep, that's what's happening. This is the Queen Bee arena. Right. Forgot about that, actually. At some point I do need to build more housing as well, because I'm going to need to get the whatever the potion NPC is to move in. That's going to be kind of important. Definitely going to want to make them happy as well. As little potion ingredient farming as we can do, the better. I also probably should fight the Hive Mind soon. I guess really Eater of Worlds. They're all just kind of in the same tier of bosses that should be fine with the gear I have, just have to do it. The only one I'm usually concerned about is Slime God, which can probably take a little bit. And then Wall of Flesh is always annoying. Yep, stars. This is actually working out pretty well. They're not. It's not one of those nights where there's 40 million stars, but there's stars. I'd probably just need a bunch more houses. Yeah, yeah. I don't actually know the Alchemist NPC requirements. I don't know if there's like some weird boss requirements that I may not actually have for them. But I will assume for most of the early ones, I think they are just more houses, and then they just have inventory requirements based on bosses, as opposed to just them spawning based on bosses. Can I do stars, please? Thank you. Okay, cool. I believe I can also shimmer this, which may or may not actually matter. It's kind of funny because I have the steampunker because I got one of the mech bosses post one of them. I don't remember which one. So in theory, I could save up for the Contaminator and go hard, but this version of Calamity Mod probably does not fully account for those buffs existing, but that's not my problem. Okay, one quick bathroom break, then we figure out what to do. Okay, let's see. Honestly, I think a lot of these achievements that are left, I really just need to build more houses. That's going to be a big deal for a lot of these. That's the Dr. Bones one. There's the kite one. What about the acid rain thing? Let's check that real fast. Surely there's a caustic tier. This. 5 sulfuric scales. Let's do that real fast. I believe I have more than 5. So I got that very, very early on. And they sure are somewhere. Here they are. I did not see where that said that was crafted. If it's a summon item, it's probably at a... oh, it's near water. Near water. Sure, whatever you say. Alright, cool. I guess we'll do that real fast. That should be allegedly a... dude, I hate when that happens. Allegedly a free thing. I don't think this should be that hard. Huh. Sure what I just got hit by. Strange. Oh, those things. I didn't realize those did damage. Huh. What if this has been updated a little bit? I haven't messed with a lot of the sulfuric sea content in a while. This is going to be a little slow if I don't get down in there, which I don't really plan to. Okay, those bubbles do damage too. This is kind of annoying, actually. Dude, really? Awesome. This is going to be an ill-fated attempt at this rate. Okay. Now we're just going to chill right here. Surely. Yep. Hey, you, come back. Yep. Most efficient acid rain clear of all time happening right now. Did I get anything to spawn? I should have brought a blue candle or something. Like, what the heck? Yeah, it's not a very interesting event. Not sure if it got revamped in all the new updates. I know Calamity's pretty different now. So I'm pretty excited to be able to try the newest update for the first time soon. See how some of the bosses have changed. And I think in that is like the full Abyss rework that they've done. And I don't know if that entails Acid Rain too. But it's a pretty big deal. I don't know why the spawn rates of things are this low though compared to like any other event. Like all the vanilla events are like just mobbed, and then this is just like yeah, sure, I could jump into the acid, but I think there'd be more happening up here. Hello. Yes, more of you, please. Things that come to the surface are cool. Yeah. I can't swim down to these, unfortunately. I don't think this was reaching. Yeah, because it's not going to go through that platform. Oh, there's things on here now. I didn't see these. Neat. Good. Okay, so maybe if I just build a big enough platform, things will kind of like spawn. Actually, the problem is that there's just no land on this generation, which is a little awkward. And then I can just run left and right on this and it should spawn a lot more. Cool. I don't think I've ever seen an acid seed generate with this much just sea. Usually there's a lot of random platforms. Maybe they changed how it generates a little bit because this looks very natural. At least now I can also get these guys somewhat, moderately, occasionally. The weirdest charm combo I've used in Hollow Knight AP. Ooh, that's a tough thing to remember. I don't think this qualifies as particularly weird, but generally in vanilla there's almost no reason to ever use the any of the charms that give you blue hearts, like Joni's Blessing or the Lifeblood charms. And I did have an AP run where those were like all 1 or 0 cost, and also without focus, those become really, really good. Because that's just effectively more health at that point. So I think I have run like a pure HP loadout of like all blue hearts with like Unbreakable Heart, Joni's Blessing, and some of the other ones, which was pretty funny. King Soul is actually unironically quite good in some situations. It's a pretty cool thing to get to use as an actual charm. King Soul Gathering, Swarm Soul Eater. What else have I really done that's like weird? Yeah, Vanilla, terrible. I think in general, AP's given me more appreciation for Long Nail and Mark of Pride, because those are two things I never really used a lot in vanilla. Not that they're really bad in vanilla, they're pretty good, but I just never really used them. And then in AP, I've gotten them earlier cheap, and it's been like, oh, these are actually pretty nice. And then I've also had more excuses to play around with Nailmaster's Glory, which is a pretty fun one. That is somewhat good in vanilla, but requires just you wanting to play the game that kind of way, and I never did until AP. So that's a pretty fun build to go for if you get it cheap. I don't think I've used anything that's ever terribly anti-synergistic that's like super weird, because most of the time if it's that anti-synergistic, it's because I literally have nothing that works. Like how I've been using Quick Focus. Quick Focus has been equipped for a large portion of the time in my current Hollow Knight run in the Everythingomizer, even though I don't even have Focus yet, so it's literally doing nothing. Hazard Bumper. I mean, I guess that's good. That took a while. Got a lot of money, actually. Paid back for the nurse visit. Welcome, Aloni. Used Jolni's Blessing against Watcher Knights, yeah. Watcher Knights are a fight where, when I first did them, that was the only fight where I used a lot of Descending Dark spam because it's annoying. However, I recently did a Hollow Knight Godhome Archipelago, which is a manual that someone made a while back. And in that one, you have to do all the Godhome fights in all 3 modes, which includes things like hitless Watcher Knights. So I had to actually learn the fight for real, which was not the most fun. I still don't have the Torch God achievement. I should actually do that. I was confused because I know I have Torch God's Favor, but I don't actually have the achievement. This is as good a place as any, I guess. Let's see here. You know, one day I'll equip Chisel. Like, any day. There will be a day where I equip Chisel. When? Nobody really knows. Nobody can figure that out, but one day I will. It'll happen. I guess I'm gonna need to build the platforms if I'm gonna do it this way. I don't have any background to work with. That's fine. It's even gonna be big enough? I'm not sure. I'm not particularly fussed. It shouldn't, in theory, be that bad. But also, sometimes you just die to Torch God because bad. Bad at game. This will be my first time fighting most of these bosses solo, which I think will be definitely an interesting... Yo! A prime sub from Jeff. Now we're both subbing for each other. Incredible. Thank you, Jeff. You'll probably have to remind me if I ever have to renew mine, because I straight up never remember to renew it. But you can now use the funny emotes. Did you just use points for 2 separate sub-emotes in a row? Wow, that maybe I've been protected. This has all been a giant scam to get people to spend their points, so instead of changing game, they just use the great emotes instead. This is a way to do Torch God of all time, but I'm being lazy, I guess. I don't even know if this counts as lazy. This is probably more effort than just finding a better place to do it. Unfortunately, I think I've already maxed out the sub-only emotes as well. I can't remember, though. I think if I add any more, it'd have to be tier 2, and I'm not sure how tier 2 works. Jungle in our MC world was in the direction of the abandoned village. Just keep going that way, and if that way's straight, then you'll want to go that way and hang a little to the right as well. Also, our biggest priority in that world is probably to keep finding obsidian, because we keep finding obsidian that's full nether access, and that's another 10 bazillion item sanity checks. Obsidian can be found in any ruined portal chest. In addition to just potentially finding a ruined portal that's mostly complete, but then we'd have to always go to that, which would kind of suck. Alright, I may need to give myself more room to maneuver than this. Not sure. Is my movement speed's fast enough? This might actually be a little too tight. Okay. We'll see. Oh, don't fall down there, though. That's the problem. Oh, okay. Nope. You know, we're fine. Everything's fine. The only problem with this is that the torches that are supposed to be providing me light on where I'm moving are also part of this, so it's going to be completely dark here in a second. However, they don't seem to be doing a very good job of actually hitting me, even when it looks like they should, so sure. Whatever you say, game. Okay, literally free. Literally hitless torch god. Ow. Get out of here, bat. Oops. I will take some of these torches back, thank you. The rest can stay here in the memory of doing that. Actually, I'll keep these platforms on me too. So glad I'm getting all these good checks in Terraria. But that's why we're here. It's because there's a lot of these to grind through. And since it's Calamity, I probably still have so much that I really need to do regardless. What is Sticky Situation? Oh, that's Slime Rain. Is there any way to force Slime Rain? Shimmer Slime Crown. I wouldn't know if it's a thing in this version or not, so I guess I should try it. Should probably also set up magic storage. I need to set up a railway across the world at some point, probably. It should be in here, right? Yeah. There's a lot I need to do. I'm probably going to end up spending more time in this game than most. Which, I mean, is kind of expected, but I'm probably going to end up spending a lot of time in Terraria. Which is kind of why I'm also doing this again. Can Terraria rival my RuneScape playthrough? Potentially. Okay. Let's see if this works. Awesome. That certainly did something. Well, I guess we'll just hope that happens at some other point. Can I get the achievement for going into the dungeon, even if I die? Is that a thing? Nuclear Toad Banner. Oh, sure. Surely. Maybe there's an early chest. Maybe I have the super busted seed where I have like a free key into an early chest into a shadow key or whatever it's called. Surely. Any keys? Key drop? Key drop? Nope. Rip. No lucky seed. Sad. I need to build housing. I don't want to build housing, but I need to build housing. I should probably start building housing in different biomes, honestly. Just to go ahead and have that done. I don't remember like who likes what, but I should just build like, I guess, a set of 3 houses in every biome. So let's say 3 for snow, 3 for jungle, 3 for desert, and 3 for beach for now. That'll probably be good. Yeah, let's just do that. Be nice and simple. We can build some super ugly housing. I forgot to make doors. That's what I need. Let's see. If I'm gonna have 3 houses, then I need 4 doors per. So I need 16. 13 doors. Hey. Ah, inventory moment. Okay. And let's finally get rid of all this. I'm about to get so spammed by ghosts. Okay. Sick. Alright, I need what on my hotbar to make this easier? I did not bring walls, that's what I forgot. Yippee! I forgot walls. That makes me happy. I have to go back for something. I was doing these 4 before. Let's see. That should be fine, right? The 3, I think that's fine. Whoops. Yep. Content. Grab a merchant with a bunch of stuff. I actually don't think I've saved the angler. Now, you may be wondering, why in the world am I just suddenly digging a giant pit in the beach? You are wondering that? Well, you see, you know, in many games I've been accused of not providing proper amenities to my citizens. And you may say, well, if there's any game you would give me a pass in, it would be Terraria, because nobody ever provides anything good for their citizens in Terraria. Like, maybe they give them happiness, but no, I'm actually going out of my way to craft glass. That's what's happening here. $800 glass walls. Truly a wonderful house is being made. The pristine beach views that I'm providing are unmatched in every other Terraria world. You can walk out your front door to the left and you can drown in a pool, or you can walk out your front door to the right and you can die in a giant pit. Like, there's so many amenities on this beach. Sick. Not going to build a corruption house yet. I may in the future. Like there's actually a pretty good chance that the Hallow ends up going into the snow biome, so I think the left side of my map in general is going to be pretty safe from any sort of spread. However, my jungle might be just annihilated. I'm a little concerned about this jungle. No one wants to be on ground floor for the tortoises to come hit them. Why is this piranha actively chasing me on land? Like, straight up. What are we doing? There's the alchemist. Now you may be wondering, why am I building this house facing the opposite direction of the other house? And to that I say I have no idea. Still managed to misplace that glass wall in the same way though, so that's progress. Blech. Buttons. Oh, shoot. Grab the torches. Oopsie. I also forgot that they'd be jungle torches and almost thought I was placing glow sticks. Okay. Sick. It's probably faster to just mirror. That's not mirror. Why am I being chased by the entire population of jungle slimes? Honestly, this isn't too bad. If I remember correctly, Angler and Demolitionist really like each other on the beach. Nurse and Arms Dealer really like each other at the desert. I will have to look up the Alchemist NPCs. Probably, I do not know them off the top of my head. Let's make this a little slope here. Sick. Yep. We are cooking. I don't think I've ever actually done this before. Where, I've just, like, cotton glass. I don't know, I was just, like, inspired to be like, yeah, you know what, for easier lighting purposes, I'm just going to grab glass. But, in retrospect, the sand to glass wall conversion ratio is very high. So it's actually a pretty nice thing to use as a wall. Very cheap. Okay, one more in the snow biome, and then we should be good. That's actually a lot faster than I thought that was going to go. I don't know if this is enough houses for everyone. Maybe. I forgot that this was up here. I think I already got this, right? I don't want to steal this trapdoor from my base. Also, the heavy workbench is... Oh. Huh. I guess I never did get this. That's kind of nice to have for the future. Sure, why not build the actual thing off of this? We need to do deer clops as well, but I'm not terribly fussed about deer clops anytime soon. Glad they fixed that. I think it used to be that the door would not open at all in situations like this. Right. Neat. Neat and good. Okay. That is a lot of suitable housing in the world now. And that did not even take that long. So all in all, I'd say I'm pretty happy with that. Surely magic storage one of these days. Let's see. Who moved in while I was having it be night? Is there anything I can do with these NPCs? You have... That's funny, however, that is 85 gold per potion. And also, I shouldn't have that. But that is funny. I need to buy the kite for an achievement. I guess I should go ahead and do that. And I don't think you have anything I care about. You're mostly blocks. Okay. One day I'll get that. Get a windy day. One day I'll get slime rain. One day I'll get a lot of things. But you know, what do you even tell me? Ah, some storage components, of course. I forgot that was the magic storage NPC. Let's see, leading landlord needs max happiness, right? So, max happiness would be probably easiest to do in the desert right now, if possible. I guess the forest would be the easiest because some of those I actually have. Let me check, is Arms Dealer and Nurse together good enough for max? I was unsure if I needed a third. That's what I was trying to check. You missed your shade cloak? Yeah. I can move Arms Dealer and Nurse here for now. Where in the world are you? Am I blind? There you are. Hopefully that's enough. Use it a lot against Watcher Knights. Yeah, Watcher Knights, I think the optimal strat is just always Descending Dark because of the iframes, but bleh. Bleh. I need it to just be day now, I guess. Cool. This is not a windy day. No kite for me. Whee! Okay. I should have already moved. I don't even know where my angler is, actually. Is he straight up, like, on the very edge of the map? I've just somehow missed him. Maybe he is all the way out. I'll check that after this. Are you at max happiness? You are. Okay. Graffiti. Cool. I can afford this, so I guess I'll go ahead and get it. And for now, it just goes here. Sick. First pylon. No. Where in the world is bro? I guess he died. Rando C decided to make Soul Catcher useless. Rip. Yeah, Soul Catcher's a pretty nice one. I had one where shoot, what's it called? Wow, they really, those sea urchins really just made that parkour across those one block hits, huh? That's pretty interesting. It's the other, oh yeah, Soul Eater, the upgraded one. I had one where Soul Eater cost 1. And, yeah. Oh yeah, it costs 2 for you. Yeah, it's kind of absurd when that happens. The jeweler moved in there. Sick. And the brewer moved in there. Okay. So I need Slime Rain and a Windy Day. Those are both things that I'm just kind of waiting on. I assume Marathon Medalist is the walking a certain amount. Yeah, I'm almost there. Got a ways to go for that. Probably not going to grind it out. Okay, Tinkerer. Did you also go over here? No, you didn't. Awesome. Whatever. At some point I'll have to grind money, but I'll probably want to wait till I have slightly better gear for that. Fragile Heart costs 5. Yep. Yeah, Fragile Heart is a charm that is perfectly nice to have if it's cheap, and I don't miss it at all if it's not cheap. It is just a decent little charm. Hello. You have everything I could ever want, which is pretty neat. I did not realize that existed. Biome Sight Potion. Sick. Okay. So definitely want to make her happy. That's the biggest thing. Spirit Master I think is a charm that I've never used. Alright, that's the pinky one, which I just haven't found. There's a few for just killing things I haven't found. Like, I haven't found a spider biome, I haven't found Pinky, I haven't found Tim or Dr. Bones. So a lot of what I'm missing, there's not much that I can really do on command. Oh, what is this one? Oh, minecart, right? I need to make a better minecart. I've been putting that off for so long. Let's do that real fast. Might unironically spin the wheel here soon, though. I think past a point, there's only so much I feel like doing. Should I make one of these just for fun? How do you make these? It's just like a certain number of the thing, right? Yeah, just an anvil and 15 of them. It's a complete waste, but I've never made a gym minecart before, so honestly, why not? It'll cut into my resources for storage, and that is fine. I don't care. I need an actual minecart, which is 15 iron and wood I have. Iron shares with lead, right? Hello, Insta. Wow, sapphire minecart. Very useful. Okay. I can probably go just run something over eventually on one of these minecart tracks down here. Surely. I should get rid of that platform. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, Super Bowl Sunday soon. In a little under 2 hours. That's probably about how long we'll go for. Alright, can I find an enemy anywhere that wants to die to a minecart? You. Would you like to die to a minecart? No, you want to fall into lava. Okay, that's a slight problem. Let's make that not possible. Actually, if there's hoplites... Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. There we go. 3 more golden walnuts. Awesome. Well, this is a place to be, I suppose. Pretty big marble biome. What are the odds that there's a... don't really need more Eula Bloom right now, it's not helping. What are the odds that there's a spider biome somewhere around here? Like sometimes when I see this background, it leads to a spider biome, maybe. Surely. Anything? Another live crystal? I guess I'm just gonna keep getting them every time I see them. Couldn't see spider biomes near underground snow. Wonder if that's a normal thing or not. Because I've definitely just like mined straight down into them at the start of games before, but I don't know if that's like a actual reliable thing or not. Although I do need to go to the underground snow biome, so need to get ice skates at some point. I also need to get... I need Flank's fur for the Deerclops summon item. Yes, I do. So there's probably a good reason to go there regardless. Yeah. I still haven't found Crabulon, which is a little surprising. Oh, that's gonna be so fun making that arena. I hate Wall of Flesh, dude. Okay, quick bathroom break, then we're back to it. Okay. Back to it. I think I will do one wheel spin today, actually. I think I've already made pretty good progress to the point where I'll probably wrap Atari up soon and do a wheel spin, just so it's not all one game. Have at least something here. I just want it to be day, honestly. Her goblin army is approaching to the west. I really don't care. We'll just stay down here. I still didn't get the chisel. Yep, nope, never gonna remember that. Why would I? I should probably also be buying mining potions pretty soon. I should put this above my head in case I start getting things falling on it. That is a little annoying. No chisel, no mining potions, yep. Just... Actually, wait, this is a Gigabrain strat because they light up my map for me. Wait. Wait. Is this the mining strat? Do it during a goblin army. They just keep teleporting into the caves and lighting them up and also putting the light up the fireballs, bruh. Very silly. Oh, my god, track. Sick. Probably should have brought a Spelunker potion. Were there any, don't see any, right away. So keep going lower. Danger sense makes it easier to find the spider biomes. That could be a good idea, yeah. Whee. Nothing. Yeah, maybe I should farm Eye of Cthulhu or something simple, just to get a bit of money to buy some of the cheaper buff potions. At least I assume they're cheaper. I doubt they make some of those that expensive. I love the underground snow music so much because it reminds me of like the soundtracks of some of those super old PC games. So walking in, wow, very awesome. Well, Blizzard in a bottle. Maybe I'm actually getting pretty close to being able to do all the things in a bottle. Combined thing if I ever were to... There's a demon altar over there, sick. Okay, Ice Boomerang, Enchanted Boomerang is back on the table, I guess. This is also a version with like really bad flank spawn rates, I think, so that is something that might be a mild annoyance. Just trying to go path of least resistance through a lot of this. Dude, why are these everywhere? Oh, hello, Blinks. Here, drop your... Oh, that dropped 3 at once. Okay, that's incredible. I think that's literally the only 3 I need. In fact, what else do I even need for that summon? I need Demonite Ore and Lens. Do I have a Lens on me by any chance? No. Sad. Well, Demonite Ore I already have, so that's a lot of barrels. Or a lot of, yeah, this is a very, very real chest right there. Oh, well, I might as well get more if they're here. Oh, dart trap. Well, I guess the only reason why I'm here otherwise is just Fleet's Fur. Why did I say Fleet's Fur? Dude, I just got Fleet's Fur. Ice Skates, which I don't even know if I really need to search for. Another Blizzard in a bottle. I'll take these. Just in case. Another health, dude. It's absurd. There's a lot of gems around here too that I probably should get, but I guess if I end up needing them, I know where they are. Are Ice Skates craftable? Almost assuredly, right? Yes, and they're pretty free. Okay. What are water walking take? Same deal. Okay, then I don't care. Get the deer thing. That's what I care about. Forgot that this is still going to be ongoing, though. And this is why I keep the other part of this sword on desert mode. Wait, why are you attacking my villagers? Actually, having, I think some of my villagers have hard mode weapons. I'm not entirely sure. But I think I could, in theory, do the strat of having villagers help with bosses if I really wanted to. This is so funky to use too, because it just like leans me around every time I knock it into the ground, which is not ideal, but you know, is a cool effect at the very least. I guess I'll probably clear this and then sort all the stuff I just got, and then we will probably swap games and just do probably just one more game. We'll see. Nice quick stream with some good progress here that I wanted to get done. There's really not that many checks in logic, but there's just like I can do every pre-hard mode boss in theory, so. and allegedly a few hard mode bosses, but that's not actually going to be happening. Logic can think what it wants, but Aquatic Scourge with no hard mode gears. Probably among my least favorite ideas that I've heard. Okay, cool. And I should put this gold away, because that was a lot of money. Neat. And, before I forget, Chisel is going in the inventory. Okay. Yeah, there are 26 things left in Logic. Most of which would be gotten by either just exploring caverns for random things or a few bosses. But a lot of it's just a matter of time, which is like literally entire sessions of Toria could be on one of these achievements, so it's just like, it's not worth it to focus them until I really have to. Just hope I stumble across them while I'm doing other things. So I think we are good. So with that in mind, let's bring up the wheel. Which if it wants to here. Any wheel? There it is. Okay. Okay, is this up to date? I believe it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, obviously if it spins Terraria, we're not doing Terraria again. Anything else, I guess, is fine. There's definitely some things on here I'd rather it not roll. But we'll see. Time for the first and the only wheel spin of this stream. I just realized the tracker, I never fixed the tracker to work. Well, that's unfortunate. That would have been appreciated if I had done that. Oh well. Time to spin. Well, that's quite the rabbit hole. In a way, this is good though, because I don't plan on spending too much more time on a game, and this game is the game with the most checks in Logic at over 230. Which means that I don't have to spend that much time in this game, because there's literally so much to do that there is no way I could ever do it in one go. So this is just a matter of of getting a decent amount of checks out of the way. We should be pretty well equipped though. Where is my game? Here is my game. Cool. Okay. I need to connect my controller. Actually, I can probably just use my Xbox controller for now. That's fine. Okay. Here we are. We're going to be receiving items for a little bit. So as for why we have so much in logic, we have both Diamond Eyes, which lets us go through, I believe, key parts of the story in the desert area. And then also we can likely just use the plane to fly around to all of the areas of the game except for the final one. And then we also have an axe, which lets us get through a lot of the barriers that need the axe to destroy. I think we got a spear as well, which lets us do anything that requires a spear throw to activate. And we also got levitate, which lets us levitate any large boulders. So almost every single obstacle in the entire game, I think, is removed. And outside of a few niche cases, we can go anywhere, do everything. And a lot of the checks that aren't in logic are probably either just random one-off things or the final area. So with both Diamond Eyes already, it is quite possible that once I do enough checks in this game, we will actually be able to hint our go mode as well for this one. Gonna be here for a little bit though, because this game has a lot of items that it needs to be sent because it has every single recipe, requires all these things, and yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. So why is this guy just standing over me? Okay. So I want to change what I have equipped. I want the hat equipped. Right. I forget how these menus work sometimes. Shoot. How do these menus work? Dude. These are always so confusing. I just sworn it was that one. Do I have to be outside? Huh? Well, I've played this game before. You'd think I'd remember these things, but unfortunately, I don't. Okay, maybe I do have to be out here. Or not. Bro. I'm pretty sure it's just pressing that same button multiple times, but I'm not 100% sure why this is not working. Even this menu isn't working. Is this just a controller difference? Maybe I need to swap back to the controller. Okay, well, troubleshooting. Normally this should work fine, but it's deciding not to. Okay, now that's working. But I'm pretty sure there's like a whole menu for equipping these that isn't that one. I don't understand. And this game's not terribly well documented either, so. I believe I need to equip those in the town at some point. Dude, straight up, why? Why is this such an issue? I hate this game. Oh, this game, it's impossible to figure anything out until it just works for you. Oh, it's that button? Okay, right. Okay, we're saved. Okay, so I have the bazooka, but I don't think I have any bazooka ammo. I have the spear, I have the bone crusher, and then I have the atom smasher, which is like the highest tier axe in the game. Although I generally prefer spears over axes, and it will not change the fact that I have still pretty low defense, but that's whatever. Okay, now that we figured that out, I also need to figure out how to change what spells I have equipped, which, believe you have to do in the hut that sells ingredients. I believe it's here. You. I need to like talk to you. Do you sell stuff? No. Yep. Dude. Do I need to talk to Fire Eyes? Maybe it's Fire Eyes that lets me do it? Yes. Okay. levitate takes water and is that oil? So I go here. I have regular water and I have vinegar. Okay, so I have a few casts of it. That's all I really need for now. Okay, we're getting somewhere, slowly but surely. Okay. Then I guess let's go back down here. If I recall correctly, there's a bunch of stuff we never did here because we couldn't cut grass before. Well, I say a bunch of stuff. There's not really that much stuff. There's like a few checks here and there. There's that one over there. There's this hut, which I don't actually remember what this even is. Are you an alchemist as well? Do you? Yeah. Sick. Miracle here. Life upgrade. You sell water and vinegar, so I guess I'll buy some just to have. Sure. Now that we've configured everything, we can do a bit of saving. Okay, now I need your items. Dude. Okay, you move away from there. I'm gonna get this one first. Dude, what is your talk range? Move away, please. I'm begging you. Okay. I love sending junk, but this game has a lot of checks in it. And actually, I did, while I was looking around on my tracker to figure out what all I had in logic in this game, like a few days ago, I realized that a large part of this game is actually junked by default. I think it works somewhat similarly to DS3. I'm not sure if it's always the same locations or if it's just a certain percentage of the game is by default junked because of how big it is. But it's kind of weird, actually. I don't really love that so much of this game is junked, but I understand it, kind of, because this game has a slight, like, if you were to give, say, Choo Choo Charles has a Sphere 1 issue, you could basically say this game has, like, a Sphere 2 issue, which isn't really 100% accurate, because spheres past Sphere 1 generally get smaller and smaller, so it's kind of hard to say for sure. But once you get access to flight, you get access to too many things at once, and it makes sense that part of that needs to be junked. That being said, I still kind of hate it, because I wish it wasn't. Where am I going? Not the right way, that's for sure. So I need to go to both Swamp and Volcano, but I guess for now I'm doing Volcano first, because why not? Swamp would probably be more on level. Maybe. I'm actually not entirely sure if it is. Swamp has a boss at the end of it that, if you're not high enough level, is one of the hardest bosses in the game. Because it's just straight awful. It's bad. Dog reaches level 6. Cool. So glad that you reached level 6, dog. Dude. Now, what is in here? I don't remember. A person. And 2 checks. Why not? Wow, lots of junk so far. You have armor, which, like... Money in this game is not as scarce as I thought it was on my first ever playthrough, so honestly, I guess I'm just buying armor. Even though I'll get it from Archipelago. Kind of surprised that it's not checks, honestly. I don't know why. It's like, it's all items you can get in the multi-world, so... You would think its existence in a shop would become a check. But I guess not. Well, I am just... Hey, dog. Hey, dog. Thank you for that very helpful assist, dog, that you gave me there. What? Okay. Surely I'll level up. You just respawned. That's really cool. On a pedal. Re-pedal. I'll take that. Cool. Okay, so... I guess I keep going up here for now, and then I go into the volcano after, because this is, like, not a big area, I think. Oh, I thought that was me who got poisoned for a second. I was very confused as to how that happened. Well, that's a little annoying, but I don't think I have any curatives equipped or anything, so for now we're just going. So true. Poison is worn off. In theory, this should be free, because this weapon is way too strong, but I'm also still not very high level, so... This weapon is not doing as much damage as you would think for being, like, literally right before the final boss. Okay, that was a great combo there. Really awesome. I'm stuck! This is why we use save states in this game. This game is probably going to get save stated heavier than any other game because I'm well aware of how this game works, and... yeah. There's a way to, like, hold a charged attack as well, I believe, which is something that's kind of important. My dog about to die. No, he's fine. He's fine. Ow. Okay, there's another one down. Huh. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, my dog's gonna die, which is not ideal. Nice miss. Great miss. Love it. And there goes my dog. Huh? Okay, not sure what that was. The level up is nice, though. Probably an attack from off screen, because I can't see what the other guy's doing. Okay. Where is he going? Really don't want to use a call beat on this fight. This fight's not that hard. Awesome miss. Oh, this fight would be a lot easier with spells because you keep just flying everywhere else. Anywhere but where I am. Dude, that's so cool. Why am I missing the clean, easy hits? So much missing. Okay, now he's just walking at me endlessly, which is a little bit better. Dude! Probably be dead by now. Thank you. Doom 2 map. That's good. I do like all the little jingles in this game. This game has a cute little soundtrack, I think. Cool. Forget what even is here. A lot of things. Okay. $42 damage. Dude. Yeah, this is... How was I close enough? How was I close enough, dude? Fun game. There's a check on the other side I need to get somewhere. Ooh, I have no words. Just get suctioned in out of nowhere. You. Absolutely. Truly, a more fun game has never been devised. We're going like very moderately trackerless for this game because this game's pop tracker is based on a connection directly to the game as opposed to the Archipelago server, unlike most of them. So there's a bit of just assuming I know where I'm going on here. My dog is being absolutely stupid right now. Dude, I'm half the map away. I forgot your weapons can level up too. That also kind of matters. Completely forgot that was a mechanic. I'm trying to dodge this thing. Really, really trying. Finding clay is certainly interesting. I think I accidentally found a sniff spot without realizing it. Dude, I can't. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Screen scrolls into an attack. This game is in a weird spot of being a very annoying game and a very good Archipelago game for the most part. Thank you, dog. That will not kill. My weapon was not at 100, but that's okay. Dog is here to save the day. Yep, okay, buddy. I even pressed A in anticipation of that happening, and guess what? It didn't matter. I pressed A to attack you, and it didn't matter, because my attack got overwritten by your attack. Yep. Huh. Forgot about this cave blocking you in. It's kind of funny. Huh. Dude, I pressed A. Just doesn't matter. They're just better. They're literally just better. What am I supposed to do when they're just better? I have 11 call beads, which is really good for later fights. I should save them as much as possible, though. So I don't know how many more I'm actually going to get. And it's quite possible that the answer is not many. That's... Dude. This is so freaking cool. Oh, I love this game. Dog, do we feel like hitting? 2 attacks, nothing. Okay. Spiders are more acceptable, but also I am concerned about poison, because poison's pretty bad. Okay. Dude. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. There's a bunch of, like, this is like a maze area. I want to get the checks first. I don't remember. So you can't go that way, so I need to go up here. I still grab this check now. Huh. Okay. Grab this check. Can't go that way, so I need to go out here, which puts me here. Okay. Ah. Get out of here. That check. Which... guess I need to go up here. Do this one. Where does this put me? All the way at the bottom. Okay, so it's not that one. Where does this one put me? Back at the bottom. Okay, not that one. Love having to wait for my dog every time. It's pretty fun. I already went through that one up there, so I haven't gone through that one yet. So where does this one take me? All the way here? What? Okay. Okay, where else do I go then? Where else do I go? Is there somewhere else I can jump up? No? Did I go in that cave? I'm pretty sure I did, right? Yeah, I did. Never went in the cave at the bottom. Maybe that's where I need to go? Like, why do I just get teleported into that? Just why? Uh, 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 uh. Okay, we're gonna heal. And we're gonna save again. That was an item, I think, that I missed. Whoops. It's fine. We've literally gone up like over 2,000 of the currency. Just from fighting normally, so money is no concern. I love walking out of that and getting immediately hit. Yep, no, that's fun. I love pressing A and nothing happening. That's fun. I love walking to the side, and instead of attacking to the side, it attacks from that side, and then I get hit there. Okay. Yep, nope, this is fun. Fun game. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Dude. I'm behind again. Okay, where does this go? Huh, just a shop. Oh, to be honest... Probably should buy things. Okay. Past that point, I'm actually not sure where to go. So I guess I'll go back into the volcano. I almost got grabbed out of that again, but thankfully my dog took one for the team. Ah. Sir. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't have any health, and I would prefer not to die. These things are so fun. Oh, I love the movement. It's so fun to have to track them down and hit them. Woo. Come on. Come on. Come at me. Come at me. Come at me. Come on. Run. I don't think, Huh. Okay, not sure how neither of us connected on that attack. That was interesting. These guys are just bad at hitting, I guess. Glad I stopped moving. Okay. So here, I want to cast Levitate. Okay. So... lots of hidden paths in this game. Forgot about that. Hopefully I level up soon, or else I am screwed, as they say. But it's better than going to other areas that are much higher level than this. Oh boy. Awesome. Awesome. And that's why we save state. Stuck in a wall. Get him. Oh, my dog's dead. Great. Huh. Huh. What hit me? Genuinely, what part of that hit me? Dude. What part of this axe being high level is... it's hard to understand. Dude, I love this game. This game is only, like, genuinely, this game without save states would probably be one of the worst in this, and yet I endure it with save states because it has so many cool features that I like experiencing the cool features. But, oh my goodness, is the combat unbearable sometimes. Do I have any reason to go through the boulder path yet? Probably not. I honestly probably should just spam spells more often. I just would need to go and buy ingredients, but eh. Guess it's not that big of a deal to go and buy ingredients. Magic lock-on to Cage 2. Curious. Very curious. This is... Oh, this item. Okay. How do I get there? Can I just literally walk there and I just didn't for some reason? Curious. Okay, whatever. Yarn to hat in time. Oh, eraser to witness. That is not a very relevant check until later in the game, but it's nice to have it. Because at least I just have it for later. Sure. I will gladly take that. That's up there. Okay. No. No, don't do it to me. Huh? I swear, I'd been at like that position relative to them that entire time, and that time it hit. Clearly the hitbox is not entirely the shape of the tongue. Dude, stop rolling! Stop rolling! Just stop. Dude. I love missing. Missing is so cool. Especially when the entire mechanic of doing damage is based around having to wait so your meter recharges. So you have enough energy to do maximum damage. So like, if you miss, you are not only missing, but you also have to wait the cooldown effectively, which is even less fun. Also parrying, which is generally helpful in a lot of cases, also results in you missing out on your damage, which is great. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just walking right now. Just walking. Okay, I'm stuck in a wall. What? I can't swing there or something? Weird. Never seen that happen before. Yo, level up. That's really helpful. Thank you for the health. Level ups restoring health is probably one of the other things that makes this game a little bit more bearable. Because you do level up quickly in most scenarios. Dude. Okay. Huh. Yep. I love boss fights in this game. I love enemies in this game. I love combat in this game. Yep. All of the above. Love all the junk in this game. Yep. Lots to like. Lots to like. Okay, there's like another one up there that I guess I need to do for that item. Is there anything up here that matters for that? Maybe this just leads to that other place as well. Yeah, it does. Okay, just all for that item. Sick. So probably most of what we get done today is just doing volcano. Oh, desert panels. Well, here's where all the witness checks are. I can finally do the desert. Which is not even a particularly interesting part because I've done the desert before and those puzzles don't get randomized. So... do I do them again or do I just input the solutions? I don't really know. I'm kind of undecided on how I handle the desert. What is happening? Why are none of these attacks connecting? Huh. Very strange. But whatever. I will gladly take the free kill. Where are you going? I cannot see you. Are you get jump scared by one coming from behind me, or is this the same one? Dude, stop rolling. Stop rolling! Oh my goodness. Game is not built for that. Okay. And there was this item back here, and yeah. Oh, yep, there it is. There's the enemy that was hiding behind a rock for 20 years. Yep. Take my eyes off the screen for 1 second, and... Oh, dude. I have no reason to kill you. Yikes. I don't know what the difference between those two paths are, because I can take that the other levitate rock, or I can go this way. What is this way? A room. Is this the room that is like a set of 4 rooms where it was like a hidden wall? I feel like I remember this. Because yeah, it goes down here. And I think there's another room to the right. Or something that's like a hidden wall. This is like a maze, kind of. It's like a bunch of rooms, actually. It was one of the checks in here. This is just its own room. Oh yeah, this is where the hidden wall is. Okay. I'm hiding here. Whoa. Open Professor Snail Cave to Stardew. This is an absurd amount of island checks I keep getting to Stardew. It's kind of crazy, but I'll take it. It's another one. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep. I love missing. I mentioned that I really enjoy missing in this game. Okay, so I guess now we go the other way. Which... should be down here, I guess. Yep. And then there's a path there. And there's a path here. So I guess I'll go up here first. And there's an item. And another item, and that's it, I guess. Cool. More scraps. Awesome. Love scraps. Okay. Move on through here. And this is the first room, so we just need to go this way. And then up here. Yep. And now where am I? Ah. So I come up on this. Oh, goodness. Do I need to kill you because you're like the different color one again? Not sure. You just the harder version. Don't remember. I can't remember if there's even a boss on the volcano. Honestly. Okay, that was a check. And my game keeps freezing for some reason. Okay. Is that it then? I guess. There is that other path I never went to. I don't even remember where that leads. I guess I'll go there too. But it's gonna be quite the backtrack to get there. Is there no faster way? I guess not. There's no way to, like, jump down any of these ledges, right? I don't think so. I think I genuinely have to walk all the way back. This way. Guess I could stop back by the save point. Might as well. Yep. Was it? Yeah, here. Okay. No. Yes. Okay. Get out of my way, please. We're trying to get out of here. I do not want interference in the plan. Okay, where was it? You're in the way. This boulder, I believe. How did that stop my attack? Okay. Okay, move this boulder, and then what is this way? Oh boy. Sewers are always great fun in this game. I remember going through the sewers that are below the city area, or like the castle. Those are very fun. Very, very fun to deal with. I believe this is some kind of a maze where, depending on what direction I pick, I go certain ways. And the pits all take me to the same spot, I think. Maybe? Actually, don't remember if they do. Yeah, these take me back out here. Okay, so I went up. So now I try going up. Up. Up left. Going this one, maybe? No, this is the same one. Great. Actually, I guess it's technically not the same one, because it doesn't have the gourd there. Okay, so I need to probably... Dude. Okay, whatever. Okay, we're using a map for this, because this sucks. Power Star, Cyclops Hole Fragments, good. Dude, why am I unable to go this way so consistently? Thank you. My goodness. Is this a hidden wall? Oh no, this is like the that you need to go here way. Which I don't remember if I need to do that from here, but I want to say no. I messed up again. Awesome. You just hold up. I'm holding up. I'm holding up. Okay. Nothing but holding up. Okay, this goes here, which is potentially the same room? No. It's not the one with the switch either. Okay. I forget which one even does have the switch, honestly. What if I go up? I was holding up. Game. Where am I going? No one knows. I was holding down! I was holding down! Oh. Dude. This is really great. Just really, really wonderful and great. No. No. Dude. Oh, that comes out of that one. Awesome. Yep, this is fun. Very fun. Love it. And this is like the easy version. Okay, so I want to hold left, then up, then right, then up. Okay, I think that's every item. Believe that's every item. Pretty sure that's every item. Surely every item. So, where have I not been? I've not been to, I believe, the ones at the top. It's mainly what I'm missing. I don't know if either of these are the correct one. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, buddy. Dude, I'm in a loading zone in a black screen and just got hit. That's really cool. Also, I'm getting hit by these guys even though I'm stuck and cannot avoid them. Not sure if this goes somewhere. This game's great. Okay, where is the correct room? Oh no, I think it's the one to the right beside. Yeah, I think it's the one right beside the one that I was in that was like the one that had the gate. I think it's, yeah, it's that, probably that one right there. How do I actually get to that one though? Not the way I've come, probably. That would, I believe, belong to the other way. Need to go here, up, and I think I need to go back through this. So I go under, and then I need to go where? I think up, because down is the other way. That's a dead end. All the way down, and then around. Okay, is this the right way? Yes. I don't actually know why like, the rooms are the opposite of the holes. Seems odd. I don't know if there's a reason for that. Okay, but then I just fall down here. And now I can walk through here. And this is a boss. I kind of forgot about this boss, honestly. Rip. Okay. I don't remember how this guy works. I don't recall this fight being particularly problematic compared to some of the other ones in the game, but awesome. Love spells. Spells are great. Oh my goodness. Yep. And this is why we abuse save states during boss battles, because otherwise we would be here for 20 million years. Huh. I forget what Life Spark does. I don't have the one. There's one that is like really good because it's basically a full heal for your full party. But I guess I got Vanilla Fire Eyes because I believe I have them randomized, which is a little upsetting. Fire Eyes. Well, Fire Eyes is good, probably like the second best, but dude, I'm actually like moving at a 90-degree angle from these attacks. Okay, cool. Yep, nope, that's just the direction you were going. Not much I can go. Okay, cool. Nope, that's the direction you were going. Okay. Where are you going? Yep. Nope. Dude. Dude! Ha! Yep. Like, genuinely, what kind of perfect scenario do you have to dodge some of these attacks? It's ridiculous. Frozen into a one-shot. Well, if that's coming, then I guess I have to heal, because otherwise I'm guaranteed to die to that every time, which is really fun. And then I got hit while healing with that attack. Yep. And then he rolls into me because... And then, yep, okay, good. Yep, nope, that was dodgeable. I was holding right the entire time. Yep, nope, great, great, yep, very dodgeable attack. And I'm dead again. Yep, nope, great. Even knowing the attack is coming, you still get hit by it. That is just how good this game is. That did 54 damage, dude. How did that even knock me that direction? Like, straight up. I don't know if there's any value in doing one of these attacks. Yeah, those do not do much damage on him. Didn't think so. Yep. Nope, that's great. I feel like I have to do something about this, but I don't know. Do I have to use a spear? Is that a thing? Yep. Nope, that's great. No, that doesn't do anything. A spell? Nope, that's great. Can I spell these? No, I cannot. And I'm not sure then. Huh? Huh? From off screen, dude. Dude, stop spamming it! My... Dude. Like it... I cannot. Just cannot with this. Absolutely cannot. Button. Okay. Well, how does that like that doesn't even matter that it's knocking me back that way. It's just additionally does not make any sense that somehow I'm getting knocked back in that direction. What? He attacked me from where I can't hit him. That's what is happening. What is happening? Stop. Okay, thank goodness. That is... Boss fights in this game are so unbelievably annoying. We're finally free. Yep. And now the volcano goes boom. Whee! Bonk. And now we're here. This is interesting because normally I got here by just using the plane and when I've played this game before, so it's kind of interesting to see like the vanilla progression just takes you directly here. There's probably a place to save here. I think that'll probably be a good stopping point for now. Hello. What? Okay, there we go. That game really decided to freeze there for a long time. Not sure why that was. There's a pot behind you. Oh, there's a pot here. Okay. I was gonna say, the pot did not have a lid on it, but I couldn't remember what they looked like in this area. Now we're getting stuff. Where is the save point? Definitely one of these houses. Does this guy actually let me exchange money? Yes. Okay. Is it just those that have checks, not these? Guess so. Cool. Yeah, I shouldn't have a need for talons anymore, because now I'm just here. What? Oh, this is one of these. Amulet of Annihilation. I think that's actually vanilla. I want to say you get those because you need one to like cross the desert. And I think you just get that if you actually pay that much. I don't think that's a check. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, here we go. All right, that is what we're gonna do today. That is the short stream for sure. Very simple. Got through the first area of Secret of Evermore, so we can keep trekking through, because that game needs to be done in small sections, or else I will lose my mind. Oh my goodness. So rough. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for coming out. Short stream here. And I think next week we'll be back to some of our usual streams, a little bit longer, probably some more co-streams happening. I think with the different archipelago starting and everything, we've been busy this weekend, but back to it. Definitely my goal for this week in general is to clear out this entire wheel. There's 20 games on it. It shouldn't be that hard with some of them getting chunked down pretty hard at this point. So reasonably clear out this wheel. And then I will update the sheet a couple times during that and see how many checks we have left. Because once this wheel is cleared, there will be very few checks, and I have no idea what even is going to be in Logic anymore. So we are still looking for kind of a big item to break one of these games open. Gonna be interesting. But until then, thanks for coming out, and I will see you probably tomorrow.